chaos. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Hakadash, Brak Noah, Brak Noah, Brak Noah, Baba Bashab, Baba Bashab, Baba Bashab, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Hakadash.
And Shalom, Shalom. We are the men of GMS, a branch here in Chicago. And first and foremost, we're going to give all praise and glory and honor to
Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakakodash.
double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutations to all our fellow laborers out there that are doing this work with truth and sincerity in their lives and their freedom to do so now more so than ever.
That's right.
To the confused in the face brothers join unto our ranks, and the few Akwak that are listening and learning, those are the hopefully elect. Shalom. And we're going to start off just by saying that chaos is coming,
Man,
and it's coming soon. The true debt is not 22 trillion. They were leaving out an extra 200 trillion. I'm trying to remember the exact terminology that they use. So, and now I can't remember at the moment. And then that's not adding on the student loan debt, the credit card debt, the personal debt, and the housing. You got the housing bubble, and you also have the car and the used car bubble. So America is really about $300 trillion is unpayable in debt, and it's right around 300 trillion. That's the real number. And you got the markets. You still got, I think, 5,300, 53 or 5,600 stores that are due to shut down this year. And then on top of all that, you have really bad winter, a lot of bad storms that did a lot of what Esau calls natural disasters. The flood in the heartland, and the storms. You lost over 1 million cattle, over 1 million cows perished. All type of, and then you also have the flood. The floods are so bad in the Midwest, where most of the farming is. Most of the farmland is all the crops are underwater, and they're not going to be able to plant and start a harvest on time. So you get ready to have major food shortages. So prices are about to skyrocket. And meanwhile, all that has happened, they're starting to attack. Somebody get James the 5th chapter. They're starting to attack not the mortgages, but the pensions, and these pensioners are threatening already. All these retired civil service workers, military, cops, firemen, government workers. Right? See all those silos are underwater, so a lot of the grains, a lot of the emergency and backup food is been destroyed. It's useless. Yeah, America is really headed to some very, very dark days, and they keep warning about black. Look at all those silos underwater, man. So yeah, shit is about to get real, man, and all these scoffers about to find out the hard way that fat meat is greasy, man. We've been telling you the truth.
And I got something real quick.
This Isaiah 47:10. Sloppy. This is Isaiah 47:9. But these two things, because the Elder Malcolm just listed all this stuff that's ready to just peak at once, man. All these bubbles ready to burst. This is Isaiah 47:9. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment and one day. The loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. So the Lord got all these things coming to the brink, so where they all gonna fuck up at the same time, man. And you can get completely destroyed swiftly.
And India just the space war thing.
Right, but locked in,
India just shot an,
mm-hmm.
one of their own satellites out of the sky. It's proven they now have outer space war capacity.
So Paul posted a video with the satellite that shows like it says the title alone says Midwest apocalypse satellite data shows 1 million acres of U.S. farmland destroyed by floods.
That's what we call a perfect storm. All this stuff ready to go at the same time.
Yeah.
Man.
You got flood zones all over. I was looking for that one map, but it's one map that's shows the America, the different
The regions.
Yeah.
To put FEMA in front of it, because FEMA is the one that maps out those zones, because they're the ones that make the rates for the designated flood areas near the. It'll break it down. Put the FEMA zones. Let's just take off crisis. FEMA flood zone, because it's basically a map that they've made for a while. FEMA zone flood map. Because they're the ones that pay out when whenever certain insurance companies don't cover areas. Obtain the coverage, give them like $5,000, $7,000. A couple years back, like what was it, 2011, when that happened in the Midwest here, when all the water started backing up. That was things like the June of 2011, and then basically all those zones that FEMA had designated because they have to come in. If I could get this in Second Ezra, this is Second Ezra 15, and I'll start at verse 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and I will smite Egypt with plagues as before, and I will destroy all the land thereof.
And Mosiah's doing it, man, and it's part of the curses upon you. Deuteronomy 37 said all the curses that was on us will start coming on you, right? So I want to read through Isaiah 13, because this is all the things you just said is going on. It's happening right here. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. And this is really how the Lord. Somebody get real quick. Obadiah, the first couple of verses, but say the first couple of bucks. Hey, let's get this money. And the most he said this when you bring it down, because you want to go, you go. This is what happened.
Okay. 4.
That's yeah.
Yeah. 4. Okay. Obadiah chapter 1 verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as an eagle, and though thou set thy nest among stars, this will I bring thee down, said Yahweh.
So he said, though you exalt yourself as eagle, we know that's the mascot of America. And you just mentioned India going to space. America was the first one. Edomites were the first ones to go into space and to put their space junk up there and try to manipulate all that shit, right? So he said, thence will I bring thee down. What happened right after they went up to outer space? The ministry of Abba Bivens, King Mashai, and Arya, and so forth. They started in the 60s and the 70s, all right? And then next thing you know, you had all these camps. That's that high banner. Lift you up a banner upon the high mountain. That's all through America, all right? You had the elders starting let's see, Apostle Tahar. Google him. And the Apostle Tahar and the old camps used to go out there and teach, and preach and pushing out this word for over 30 years. All right. And really, I going back to 40 to 50 years with the Abba Bivens, going back into the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's that banner. He said, exalt the voice into them, shake the hand. All right. Yep. His hand shaking. And he's a little blur because it was in mid movement. Mm-hmm. All right. Exalt the voice into them, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles. And this internet right here, we're at the gates of the nobles. Everybody, every dignity across the planet can watch us
every single one of them, and guarantee you they know who we are and they watch. Okay, and they hire certain people that watch every video that we do. How you doing? They watching all the goddamn time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And you know what the crazy thing is? I perceive through the spirit, man. Some of they hired, some of them are actually gonna become believers, man.
God, I believe
Because there's too much history, too much evidence, too much proof.
just like the Asher
Just the whole
theme of Asher.
theme of action, man. It's gonna happen for real.
Hey, even Agrippa, he was Edomites. We couldn't get into it, but he told Paul,
Yeah,
"You almost convinced me to be a Jew."
Yeah.
I mean, Christian.
Yeah, right. Well, same thing though. That's like the time of Ahasuerus and Esther and Mordecai. Everybody wanted. It's going to wanted to become a Jew is going to become popular again. Everybody's going to want to be like us, but then within righteousness.
And
That's
not
our
wearing
job.
No stupid black hat and Abraham Lincoln hat and no stupid little circle hat on your head.
That's right.
Wearing all black,
That's
looking like
right.
a damn witch, like a pilgrim.
That's right.
A cube on your forehead, a black cube.
That's right. It says, "I have commended my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts musters the host of the battle." Right? And right now, the turmoil going on, the turmoil going on in Syria, the turmoil going on in Venezuela, the turmoil going over. The Most High is like, go back to Obadiah, and he says, as an ambassador sent among the heathen. That's the Lord right here, mustering the noise, the tumultuous noise of the kingdoms and nations gathered together. All right, the Lord of hosts musters the host of the battle. He's mustering. All right, mustereth. Right. Let's take a look at that word.
Shaking, he's stirring the pot, getting things going, man.
That's right. He's to visit with friendly or hostile intent.
Fine. Real quick, this is our 2 Esdras 9:1, and it reads, "And he answered me then, and he said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself,
Yes.
and when thou hast when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then thou shalt understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning." And there's earthquakes. There's been more earthquakes in the last 10 years than in the whole history since they've been recording. Okay, the yellow vest thing, don't even talk about it anymore. It's just become a regular weekly event. I think it's going into its third or fourth month now.
But no, shit, about 5 or 6 months now.
Now they got the one that see on site now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That just went out in the last 2 days.
So there it is. So it's starting to and let them start shooting people. They're gonna start shooting back, man. That's another thing, man. A lot of these cops are getting ready to start getting killed by citizens, man. Mm-hmm. Both here in America and around and abroad, man. The way them cops just murdered that rapper dude that was sleeping in his car, man.
25 times.
And when they talked about it, they just couldn't wait.
The
police surrounded a rapper that was sleeping in his own car.
Yeah.
And the cameras just told on him. Yeah, they told on him they wanted to shoot him, they wanted to harm him, they wanted to kill him. They were plotting on what they were gonna do to him, and they made and then they said that he woke up. Who wakes up and reaches for a gun?
Right. You don't even know what's going on.
You don't even know. He just opened his eyes and then they closed his eyes for good. They shot the man 25 times, man. And the camera showed that he just got straight murdered by the police.
Right. And after shooting him 25 times, they screaming, "Put your hands up."
Right.
What the fuck? That shows the hate they have toward the high. Like, I'm shot 25 times, there's no way I'm alive. I'm gonna put my hands up.
You need to put your hands up, we're gonna see you again.
That's really the test. When you put your hands up, you can shot some more.
Yeah, I got a quick one. This Luke 12 and 49. It's easy how it sounds where desire to set fire on the earth. But what will I if it already be kindled? All these people who believe in the Lord, and the Lord makes his return. Everything's got to be going up in smoke, man. And you see it. Even now the elder was saying, a lot of people are getting ready to become believers, man.
Yep.
And you about to see prophecies getting ready to unfold.
That's right. And they rapper Nipsey Hussle, that was a military style hit.
Yeah.
You know?
And and they said he was doing a documentary on Dr. Sebi.
Yeah, he was in
Because hey, look, Dr. Sebi should be the most popular person in the history of mankind.
That's right, especially on the medicine.
The guy cured. I watched a story on him a couple years back. The guy cured every disease known to man. He cured AIDS, and he also cured herpes. He cured things that are not supposed to go away, and he cured them. And then they arrested the man and tried to call him a quack and tried to revoke his license. Said he was practicing medicine without a license, and he went before the judge and they locked him up. And he beat the case because he was able to produce his research and proof that he had done this. Right?
It's like 7 cops out here. They just blocked the drive-thru. The guy over there doesn't want to come out. I don't know why.
Yeah, they got the body cam footage. He was sleeping, mind you. So he woke up to guns in his face, and then they just opened fire.
And you know what's fucked up? Because at first the 2 cops were like, look, the door is open. Let's open the door
and snatch him out.
And grab the gun. Why didn't you do what they first said?
Nope.
They wanted to kill him.
They wanted to kill him.
They could have broke the window, did all that.
No, at first they said don't break the window. They said, I think the door is open. The door was open.
Come. And then his homie looked at him. He said, hey, this guy was, basically, we're going to kill this nigga if he make one move. When you started up, and obviously this nigga was drunk. He had a long night of partying. When you wake somebody up, they don't come through like that. And me, I'm telling y'all a story. My Uncle Ish was sleeping with a big ass 357 on his damn lap. I didn't want to fucking wake him up because I just know how people is when they wake up and get startled. This nigga ain't about to shoot me. Fuck that. So when you get in a situation like this, y'all police, it's like 10 of y'all. Break the window, just grab the nigga out or go for the gun first. This nigga was startled. He woke up and they blew him down.
That's pretty much it. And then there's so many cases, Edomite men can shoot up, and do mass shootings, be alert, shoot people, wave and brandish guns, and they still talk the man down. Or what's they call it? No. There's a word that's leaving me. When the situation is hostile and they de-escalate. Thank you. They de-escalate the situation and take them. I remember watching a video where a dude was actually pointing a gun, and I think he was in San Diego. He was in a park. Yeah, see if you can find it. He was in San Diego, and he literally was brandishing a gun, pointing it at women and children, white women and children, and they still talked this man down and
San Diego?
Took him alive. Yeah, this happened maybe 4 years ago or so, or something like that. And that same year, I think it was the same year that Mike Brown got shot. Mm-hmm. And all those Jakes were getting shot, and none of them had guns. Unarmed Jakes getting shot, but they always seem to take these terrorists alive. He done shot up a school, shot up a church, right? Shot up a damn disco joint or whatever the fuck, and you get taken alive. But Jake wake up out of his sleep and gets blasted, or reaches for a cell phone, and gets shot, put more holes put in him than Swiss cheese, man.
I don't know what to put in there.
Video, he was literally brandishing a gun, pointing at people, women and children, everything. The police surrounded him, took him alive, didn't shoot him, didn't hurt him, didn't nothing. But yet, but Jake gets choked to death with 5 cops sitting on top of him, but one of them with a knee in his throat, How the fuck you gonna breathe with a 200+ pound man with his knee across your fucking throat, and other one sitting on your body and on your chest, and sitting on your back, and you know, smashing you and shit like that, man.
Yeah, that's what you don't want to get them off on you so you can breathe.
Yeah, right. When you can't breathe, you start panicking, you know. And right, and then yeah, that's it right there.
Which one?
The one on the left, the far left. That's it. Yeah. They took him alive. I think they shot him in the leg.
Vegas Answer Code today as police surrounded this armed man who refused to give himself up. Well, tonight he's hospitalized with a gunshot wound to his stomach. Candace reporter Allison Ash looks at why police couldn't arrest him even after he was shot.
Watch as the man in the red shirt and shorts walks with his hands up to his car. He gets in, then emerges with this. Run! Police officers immediately shout out a warning that he's armed, then take cover. Dave Street saw it as it happened.
He got out of his car.
They cutting the footage.
Waving his gun around.
He was brandishing that gun for a long time. And the point is that he got out of that alive, man.
Then boom, he shot.
The man went down, and for more than a half hour, police tried to convince him to move away from the gun.
They couldn't approach him after they had him down because he still had the gun.
Finally, he got up from a seated position and walked to the shade of a nearby tree. Police slowly moved in and took him into custody, later telling reporters they'd been summoned to Deanza Cove by a caller who said the man had a weapon and wanted to kill himself. You basically saying
No, they would just blitz nigga Jake. You know,
They just shot up the nigga and speaking 50 times, man.
Yeah.
You'd have thought they was hunting Bonnie and Clyde or some shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got a precept for you.
Yeah, brother.
This Psalm 73:5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men.
That's right.
And we just seen the video of them shooting at Jake 25 times, man. And he was sleeping in the car. And here it is, this man clearly had a gun pointed, and he got shot one time in the stomach, man.
That's right. And they blast Jake to sleep. You know what I'm saying? But that's just Esau. That's why Most High got a good reward for you. He's got called ICBM nuclear missile fire. Back to Isaiah 13:5. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. Through this ICBM nuclear missile fire, there's World War III. The Most High's got all these countries. Russia's basically calling you out, and then America's calling out Russia, talking about you need to get out of our backyard. But wait a minute, isn't America in Russia's backyard?
Yeah.
Are they doing NATO exercises right in the backyard and with different countries that's right next to them and putting up missile shit? They said don't do that shit. But you didn't stop doing that shit. You up there in China's backyard? Didn't China say those are my islands, leave me alone? And they said they're going up there fucking with them shit, doing their war exercises with South Korea and shit and all kind of shit. So you're hypocritical bastards. That's why the Lord is going to have everybody turn on you. Verse 6, howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. When the Lord says howl, all right, wail, a boisterous, to howl with a wailing tone, with a boisterous one. This is how you're going to see people on the streets. People are going to be losing their fucking mind. They're going to be yelling, screaming from the bottom of all of their might. All right?
And they're going to see their children die before them.
That's right.
Their wives ravished.
That's right.
You're going to see it all, man. I've said it so many times. You're going to be stepping over bodies like leaves that fell from the tree, man.
That's right. It should come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. All right? And they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth, the woman who's given birth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. All right? They say blazing fires. That's how their faces are going to be. All right? They're going to be, everybody's about to get a reality check. And I was watching one of the videos of somebody comment on the Nipsey Hussle shit. And he said, man, they coming for us. They come for everybody.
Like dumbass Muslim nigga, right?
I don't know which one was, but
Dumbass nigga number one.
yeah, definitely. But he said, man, you know, they coming for everybody. We need to get unite. Man, there ain't no unite, goddammit. All right, if you want to unite, come and unite under the banner of Yahweh Yahushai. That's the only unite that's sanctioned by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. And we do it the righteous way.
Right, it's in a movie, man. You ain't gonna fight back.
That's right.
Oh, you can fight back, but it's gonna be your last stand, and it's gonna be a short one.
That's right. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel. And why they keep thinking that the Most High is all nice? The day of the Lord is going to be rose petals and ice cream. It said cruel, which is akazaria. All right, terrible. It didn't even break it all down. It's terrible. It's going to be terrible, bro. It's terrible. Okay, and you break it down. Violent, the root of the word. Violent by implication, deadly.
The Bible is gonna be the most sold book in the world.
I saw that after book.
It's already
It's already the highest
number one
book.
seller all time. All time. No one can beat it. No one. And it's 50 because the word is purified 7 times in the furnace. And from the moment they start keeping track, it was a number one sold out. All right. Behold, the day of the Lord becometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it.
That's right.
For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in its going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And when the Messiah returns, it's going to be just like a scene right out of the movies. It's going to make Independence Day, what you call it, the one with World War Z, with District 9, what's one with War of the Worlds, all those movies with the chariots, it's going to make them pale in comparison because they always have one come over a city for the most part, one big dumb one. No, it's going to be thousands over almost every city. The Lord said in Psalm 68, the Most High coming with thousands and thousands. Somebody take that. Psalm 68, 17, I think, 18.
Coming in thousands of heaven.
Yeah. You know, he said thousands. 10,000 thousands. I forgot.
It's Psalm 68, verse 17. The chariots of the Most High are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, is among them, as in Sinai in the holy place.
So he said 20,000 thousands. So you multiply that. That's how many chariots. There will be literally hundreds of thousands of chariots all over the globe. They're going to, you will not be able to see, like the scripture. This is not, oh, it's going to block out a little bit. No, you're not going to see the sky. It's going to be littered. Like he said, as the flashes of the lightning.
Like locusts.
Yes.
Ever seen a whole bunch of locusts or bees in the air, you know, when they come out of a hive?
Or the cicadas, the 17-year-old cicadas. They you know, I remember as a kid, they was out, and I was on the school bus, you know, just rolling the street was the cicadas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just rolling over them, so it's gonna be like the same thing.
Yeah, so many of them, they were just too stupid to move.
It's just here you go.
Right.
So now it's gonna hard now. This is in the sky. It's gonna be hard to see the whole sky.
Right, and then they're gonna be moving and they're not gonna be bumping into each other, crashing or anything.
Right, none of that.
That's right.
All right, peace out real quick. This Jeremiah 51 and 29. And the land shall tremble in sorrow, for every purpose of Yahweh shall be performed against Babylon, to make the land of Babylon a desolation without inhabitants. Hey, the land gonna tremble, man.
That's good, yeah.
The Lord bringing them plagues, man. He's gonna make this place a desolation, man.
He's bringing plague of locusts already all over different places, man.
Yeah, plagues of flood.
Right.
Everything that happened in ancient Egypt is happening again.
That's right.
Even worse.
That's right.
You had out of season earthquakes, out of season storms. All right, you were having wintertime tornadoes, man.
That's right.
Tornadoes don't come winter, man.
You had it in Alabama.
Yeah, you have wintertime tornadoes in the South, man, in the Midwest.
Beautiful.
And tornadoes don't come during that. But you know what? The Lord sent the tornado.
That's
when
right.
He felt like sending a tornado.
Hey,
and look at the damage it's done.
That's right.
Esau is just being messed up, man. Babylon is, yeah. California is on the verge of collapsing, and so is New York. And guess what? America cannot function without the GDP of California or New York. They can't function without it, man. California alone, California goes under, the whole country follows it, man. That's how much the GDP of California is. And America in itself is debt is I forget it's a scary amount past the GDP. So gross national product, I mean the amount of money and things and collectively that's brought in, the debt is way bigger. If it's kind of like if you had a cup of water, and that was representative of the wealth and the money that was made, a gallon of water is representative of debt. So basically, at this point, their debt is bigger than what they bring in. That's what that means.
The inflation,
the debt is way bigger than what's being brought in. So it's just a matter of time, man. They can't lie. That's why they're trying to get all these wars going and crash the economy, and then hopefully, what they in their mind, they can get control over other things and win some wars. But that's not what's going to happen. America is getting ready to get its ass mopped.
Hey, the Most High got a sense of humor, man. He fucked their ass up with this tornado and put a rainbow. Say, hey, I didn't do it by flood. I didn't do it by flood.
Right, and say some gay shit.
Right.
Put up a rainbow on you.
That's a beautiful picture.
That's beautiful. I love it.
And other people might find it frightening and horrible. I actually find it quite.
Yeah, that's why
I actually would like to have it huge and blown up, and I would actually put that in my living room.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, brother.
This is Joel 2:1. It says, "Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. A day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains."
Those look like chariots behind those clouds.
Yeah, like chariots shooting at that last one.
Yeah, it is.
It was prepared a people, a great people, and a strong. There hath not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as a garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. Like the noise of chariots on the top of the mountain shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. Before their faces the people shall be much pain. All faces shall gather blackness. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war, and they shall march every one on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks. Neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk every one in his path, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded.
So your Iron Dome ain't gonna do nothing, man.
Right.
It's gonna climb over the wall.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. Where's the bit? It says it's gonna do what?
Climb over the wall.
Right.
It's gonna get
It said,
and then they're hoping to catch him, right? They're hoping to do the interception.
Yeah,
but that's not gonna happen, man.
And then the Lord has got his spirit is gonna be in those arrows, man. And then in Russia, they're boasting of and pretty much prove that their technology is superior to America. And Russia has a certain series of weapons, missiles, a couple arrows, those Satan series arrows that America can't deal with, can't stop.
Wow. And they have two scriptures, but before I read that,
Yeah, you gotta finish that one.
oh, go ahead. Sloppy, yeah.
And right before you finish, I just want to read what it said. Putin boasts Russia has developed an intercontinental nuclear missile that can't be stopped or shot down by any country's defense system.
Like you know, it's not just him boasting it, but the militaries around the world agreed to it. Even America had agreed to it. I watched the program when the officials said it.
Nice.
So verse 9, 2 more. It says, they shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief. The earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble. The sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. And the Lord shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great. For he is strong that executed his word. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible. Who can abide it?
That's right. That's right. And no one can. That's why Ezra says, woe is me, who's going to deliver me in those days? We need Yahweh by Yahweh Shai to save us, man. And he said he's going to say, and a matter of fact, get hold the winds in Revelation.
Yeah, didn't that vision make him sick?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
about
think
that
about how manly we were back then, what we were used to seeing. And the fact that he saw death, and it was so horrific that it actually made him sick.
Not only him, but Daniel sick. A lot, who? Habakkuk sick. You know, Habakkuk said, look, man, I hope I'm in the spirit world. I hope I'm at rest. Lord, when that comes, I hope I'm asleep. I hope I'm with you, because I don't want to be down there, Lord. I'm putting my request in my bed. I'm putting my bed in right now.
They see something, they wake up, they see that vision, they can turn
right there. You had something?
This is Jude 1:14. It says, in Enoch also, the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these, saying, behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000 of the saints to execute judgment upon all, and to convince all that are ungodly among them of their ungodliness, of their ungodly deeds, which they have ungodly committed.
That's right.
And of all their hard speeches, which ungodly sinners have spoken against them.
And it's a vexation of spirit to listen to the United States government talk.
All of them Edomite officials.
Right.
Because they don't acknowledge their somebody get a Galatians 6 and 7. They don't acknowledge they're wrong.
That's right.
They speak loftily.
That's right.
Against oppression.
That's right.
They speak very loftily and like it's a light thing.
That's right.
Like that was the past. That was the past, and
they mock it.
They mock it like it doesn't matter that, like that Edomite, that nut Stephen Melanoff said, how you can for people and then pour the sins of their forefathers into them and make them a vessel of the wrath of the world. How can you do that if you believe something like that? And yes, we actually do believe something like that.
That's the truth.
And you are your forefathers. You stand in their stead. You didn't try to disavow any of the rights that you got, your privilege. You didn't give back any of the land that they stole. You gladly moved on to it. You clearly enjoy your privileges and you're front of the line. You're first hired, all right, and not fired. Right. You enjoyed all the benefits of not being racially profiled by law enforcement, being mistreated, or or not being beaten to death or hung, and then can't even face your can't even testify in court against your oppressor.
And with the shooting in the face, like Sheepy said it best. He's like, you talking about your own slave, but I bet you was in that line with the African Dodger.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, con. You had your 5 cents for your ball.
You can say their posterity approve their sins. You know, these Edomites, they co-sign with everything their forefathers did. They are their forefathers.
That's right. Ezekiel 22:29. The people of the land, this is all you Edomites, every single one of you, all of you. The people of the land have used oppression and exercise
And religion.
That's right.
Right, which is a form of oppression.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, the elder brought it out, Elder Taza Dakbar. Napoleon Bonaparte made a statement that religion was put in place so that the poor would murder the rich.
I believe it. The people of the land have used oppression and exercised robbery and have vexed the poor and needy. Yea, they have oppressed the stranger wrongfully.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's what you do. You're nothing but a vexation. You love it. You love to see us hurting. You love to see people squirm and you get off on it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And he oppressed even his own at this point.
That's right. That's right.
Because they are the feeble too, and it says the feeble are found to be nothing worth.
That's right.
Right? That's their MO, man. They are against righteousness, man. They are the wicked. And all they can do is wickedly.
Yep, that happens. Yep, in North Dakota, them poor Edomites, the disparity is so among them. The other Edomites are looking at them like, what? You guys had the same opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's why you have them poor Edomites offering themselves. Because you have the rich, basically talking down to them.
And the Lord set up a righteous welfare system in the scriptures. And everyone, it should be no one going hungry on the planet. With all the goddamn vegetables like it, with all the God blessed vegetation and trees and fruits that He's created. All right? Because it's really blessed. There's the most I keep thinking about the brothers in Trinidad, how they'll go over there and be walking down this walking, just pick up a mango, just hunger all around the world, and just mangoes are them. And guess what? It's a whole bunch of hunger in Trinidad because they want the hot country girls instead of them go get some mangoes and some bananas and some fruits and live a healthier diet. It's just the shit is retarded, man. And they got seeds. Banana got seeds, assholes.
This is beautiful because this next Civil War with some Edomites is about to ramp up, man. I got a lot of these Edomites who mad they portion of the so-called blessing.
That's right.
Hey, I seen something.
And it's like when a bank job is pulled off, when the one guy can't leave the getaway driver out there, he might shoot your ass.
That's right. That's right.
You got something else?
No, I'm just still reading down, but no, we can help.
Go ahead. This is what the elder Malcolm called for. It's Galatians 6:7. Be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. And whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
That's right. So you're gonna kill our people. You hung us. You raped us. Wait a minute. Let's go start it from. I ain't gonna even say the beginning. I'm gonna say the beginning of the slave trade on this side. You went over to different places over in Northwest Africa. You went over to different places in Europe. All right, and you went and you grabbed up Israelites. You snatched them. So guess what? You're gonna have to get snatched. The Most High's gonna come and grab you and snatch you. You was in one moment, and it's gonna be as simple as that.
Shackles thrown on you.
That's right.
You'll get smacked up.
That's right.
Right. Go ahead, brother. I got one right behind.
It's on Colossians 3:25.
That was it.
Oh, it says, but he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he have done, and there is no respect of person. And he won't sound kill you are because you Esau Edom, so-called white man. You get a pass, right? Everybody else supposed to play with you. Lord, not respect the person like you.
I said I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry.
Yeah, get over it, dude. I said I'm sorry.
The Lord don't care who you are, man. If you well do wrong and deserve judgment, they're gonna get it, man.
I got an emergency one. Nahum 1 and 3. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and what? And will not at all acquit the wicked.
That's right. There's no way out of it, man.
That's right. The Lord have his way in the whirlwind and in the storm and the clouds of the dust of his feet. That's the reason why that proves to you that these aforementioned tornadoes, that was by the Lord.
Yep.
That was punishment.
He didn't call it back either. He didn't
Ooh.
respect the tap.
Ooh.
Yeah, he put it on you and didn't respect the tap, man.
It was multiple tornadoes. They said it was a lot of them.
I got one real quick to bag up this. You said
Yeah.
This Isaiah 29 and 6. Thou shalt be visited of Yahweh of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire.
Yeah, those storms messed everything up. Then plus they brought snow, they brought floods.
That's right.
All those cows, 1 million cows, man.
Man.
When I saw those people trying to dig those bulls out, but that was the Lord doing that, man. They were trying to dig out their cows, man, their bulls. They was out there in the snow trying to dig out the animals, man. All kind of sheep.
And
Millions of chickens, millions of cows. Holy smokes.
Yep. So like you said, you're getting ready to see. You're getting ready to see food prices skyrocket, man. This shit is all well on its way, man. I imagine, and you nasty ass pig eaters, a lot of them perish too.
That's right.
The Most High is doing this, man.
That's right. And right now, if you go to the stores, everything is cheap as hell, and they got a whole bunch of shit for bulk right now, and it's going to be a
the grade D shit is cheap.
Well,
because you know that's what all they sent to the hood is grade C and D shit. Right, you go get some A grade shit, you spending some money.
Absolutely. Well, Mariano's, Whole Foods, right, Trader Joe's, right. You go up to I was out in Mundelein and Libertyville working earlier.
They didn't even sound like a Edomite ass place. Mundelein.
Yeah, right. Exactly. And not they don't have jewels. They ain't got jewels out there. They got the Marianos, they got the Whole Foods, and they got the Trader Joe's. And you see them out there, you know.
Hey, I got this for this scripture. It's 2 Ezra 16 and 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. Even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. You know?
Yeah, and this thing in Yemen is nonstop either, man. But you know what? Through the spirit, man, those people put a lot of hell on us in the ancient world.
That's right.
So
it's all payback.
Yemenis is getting fucked up over there, man.
Hey, but this is Isaiah.
Esau been fucking them up, and then the elements. So the Lord been really putting it on them.
That's right. The Yemenites, beautiful, because this is payback. Verse 13, back in Isaiah 13:11, and I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. So the Most High said, I'm going to punish this whole planet, man. Wherever there's people.
What's wild? Isaiah 14 and 11 talks about the proud, their prop being brought down. You can grab that one too.
That's right. Matter of fact, it's just right over there.
And then jump to verse 21, because they're not going to fill cities, 21, 22.
The pomp for Isaiah 14:11, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials. All right, by Nipsey. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. Jumping down to verse 22, 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do.
This happening, man. I was making a joke with the brother about how you had a Rothschild. This is a while back. How you had a Rothschild out here clapping the Jake, man. Hey, your women have left you. Hey, in Vegas, they gotta put up vending machines because people are overdosing on fentanyl. They gotta have that recovery drug out there. Lewis all Edomites. We got
Actually, NorCal doesn't work on fentanyl. It only works on the opioid shit. But no, it don't work on meth. And the meth shit is starting to get worse than the fentanyl now.
You know what? That's beautiful because that's the curses turning back on him, man. So Esau laid out one kiss for us, right? This Psalms 9:15. The heathen are sunk down into the pit that they made, and the net which they hid is their own foot taken, man.
That's right.
And he tried to destroy us with all of the plagues and the drugs and all the different things, and he set up the trap for us. But guess what? The Most High had doing the trick back, man. Same thing he did to us, he's doing to you.
Hey, I got precept. It's on Obadiah 1:15. It says, "For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen.
That's right.
As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee.
That's right.
Thy reward shall return upon thine own head."
That's right. And that's down on your own pate. That's why the Lord has prepared slaughter. And when that word slaughter, that's my zabak. All right. That's that and zabak goes back to the altar. All right. But it's going to be a slaughter, a straight slaughter. All right. That's why you say, who's that comes from and dyed the garments from Basra? All right. The most Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is gonna get his feeling, man.
He called it a great sacrifice.
Yeah,
that's why I said it goes back to that zabak, that the altar, because it's gonna be a sacrifice. You all got you commit sins, you kill people, you hurt people, you kill the earth, you kill the animals, you kill the birds and the bees and the trees. You gotta pay.
Hey, you know this Edomite has declared war on every living thing on the planet.
That's right. That's right. You are the harbinger of death. You literally, where you walk, you tread, you bring death.
Like that cartoon.
Yep, that's what I was thinking in my head.
That cartoon is so perfect.
It's very spiritual.
It's so perfect.
I got to put something.
Let me finish that scripture.
Go ahead.
It says that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Right.
Nazariah. That tells you.
Esau is known for building. All right. Like he said, we will build the desolate places. He built up. Look what they did with Mount Seir, the way they carved out of that rock. All right. So Esau is known for building, man. But see, this time you're not going to build back up the desolate places. Right? You're not going to build yourself back up. That was also the Renaissance. Right? Yeah, this is so. This cartoon, it shouldn't say man, it should just say Esau. Because he's the one that did this. It wasn't the Arabs. It wasn't the Yemenis. It wasn't the Somalis. It wasn't the Japanese, the Chinese. It wasn't the Negroes, the Mexicans, and none of those things. It was this damn red Edomite piece of shit.
And no other nation can fit this profile in this cartoon either. It wouldn't look right. Had to be this guy.
Right.
I want to bring something real quick.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Malachi 1:4. Whereas Edom said, "We are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down."
They gonna build what they would throw down, man. And then look at that. Look at the cruelty of how he treats his tender mercies. He didn't kill the chicken. He just threw him in there, ripped his leg off raw, and ate it raw. It's so he eats this raw. It's so much in this.
Damn.
Yeah.
Notice all of that.
You know. Man.
And look at him. He got that look of like, I'm not doing nothing wrong.
He think he's making the earth a better place.
Right.
And the elder read the scripture saying, "Who possesses Satan and who himself not guilty," man.
Right. Oh, I'm about to press the other one by accident. Hey, that's what's going to happen. Most likely, just come in and stop them in mid swing.
Yep. Rule of the sea. Look at that.
Remember that in the 90s with the oil spill? Man,
What you mean 90s? And 2000s too?
Oh, 2000, yeah.
And the 80s and the 70s. They always been the oil spill. It's always going on. They're wicked.
Wow.
And cartoon showing you what he's doing in the bee world. He's like,
And to the animals and to the birds, the peas, the trees, the plants.
Having fun with it.
That's his witchcraft, his technology, man.
Yeah.
And then he built up concrete, Mount Seir, and made magnified. All right, and this guy's talking about look, and this Melanon talking about What about the science and the technology? Look what you paid for. It was a small thing. Yeah, you know, a couple people got enslaved and slaughtered, but look what they've been given. We're looking at it.
And what they be doing, they be like, hey guys, we gotta come together and help save the earth. Like, nigga, you destroying the shit. Like, the fuck?
This right here. Science, that's Esau.
Right, he has the nerve to say man. Like, no, man. You, man. Esau, you're the problem. You're
Right.
cancer. You're death.
Right, we're not doing this shit.
Right.
Definitely.
Yeah, somebody meant no, that's the so-called white man that did this. He took Eden, all right, he took paradise and destroyed it. And it happened on his watch. All right. And yes, now he can finally rest. He's destroyed everything, everybody's chipped. Hey, but is it full of his sufficiency?
Yeah, that's what he wants. He wants to be by himself.
He's gonna get that visitation, man. And there ain't gonna be no three-eyed thing. But one thing, they got this part right. He's about to get stomped the fuck out.
He got snatched in.
That guy right here. It's Isaiah 63 and started 1. Who is this that coming from Edom with thy garments from Bosra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness mighty to save. Wherefore art thou red in thy apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the winepress? I have tried the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. I will tread them in my anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeeming is come.
That's right. That's right. And you read those scriptures that Daniel about put up.
Daniel, Sirach, no, Ecclesiastes 3:15. That which has been is now, and that which is to be has already been, and the Most High requires that which is past. All right.
Yeah, like you read, he will not acquit the wicked, man.
That's right.
So Stephen Melano is talking about how can you hold us accountable for something that our forefathers did 100 years ago, 200 years ago, 300 years ago? How can you do that?
That's right.
Because you are and you're still doing it.
Right.
That's right.
And then it says, for sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. All right. Y'all haven't got punished yet.
That's right.
But like the scripture said, the Lord requires that which is past.
This is Rock 41:7. The children will complain. I'm gonna start at 6. This is Rock 41:6. The inheritance of sinners, children shall perish.
That's right.
Their prosperity shall have a perpetual reproach.
And that's what's happening. They're losing their wealth. They're committing suicide. They're angry.
And you're being reproached. Everybody's exposing you. The Lord said, "They bear the leg."
And that's what they're mad about. It says everybody is ashamed to be white now. And then what's really crazy is how white women are going in on white men every day. They pointing out that the issue, their own women are starting to say they're the problem. Their women are like they're not Edomites too.
Right.
Like they're making us look bad. And then you gave birth to them damn devils.
You're one of them damn devils.
That's the curses.
That's right.
You should have fucked the nigga. You brought forth that damn devil, and now you mad because he the devil.
I'm sure we're gonna play of ungodly father.
I got it right here.
Yeah, your child would have been prettier anyway. Go ahead,
the children will complain of the ungodly father because they shall be reproached for his sake.
That's right.
Hey, it says in Job, it says if they be multiplied, it's for the sword.
That's right.
So you have this is Job 27 and 14. I'm sorry, 13. This is the portion of a wicked man with the Most High, and the heritage of oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword. And it's God. And
So
also,
and that's if they be multiplied because y'all not fucking these days. Majority of y'all homosexuals. And your average age of a so-called white man is 40 years old. All right. So the Most High is fucking you up from the rooter to the tutor. All right.
to the tutor.
They had these damn devils. They look like they about in the late 40s, maybe early 50s. They in 7-Eleven had on YouTube. They showed their son. Son like they about 8, 9, like did not have these motherfuckers, man.
Looking like grandma and grandpa.
Yeah. They would see a lot of times they be still in their 30s looking like they about 50.
It's more like real.
Yeah, they don't. You know, that's the thing. You get to a badass Edomite, she don't last long.
Right.
Yeah. You gotta get them young.
You gotta get them young. Man,
after 30,
You gotta rape them.
yeah,
after
you know, because they don't last long.
after
man.
30, they get dirty.
Yeah.
Well, the Edomites, the Edomites that take birth control and go to college, by the time they set up one of them families, once you pop them ones, they're through.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's funny. I get Edomites all the time, and I'll get them, and I might ask how old they are, and they're like, "Oh, I'm 45," and I'm like, "I'm 44." They're like, "Wow." They said, "Man, get out of here." You know, like they be looking like ancient.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm serious. They look weathered. They had that weathery look and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling you about the one Jake lady who was in her 70s. She looked like she was in her late 50s, and she looked good. I mean, like, are you serious?
Type in the Black Bishop class set. Well, look at age.
Oh yeah, she go on.
What?
Class set, Black Bishop class set.
For Black Bitch Class Act? I'm gonna take your word for it.
Well,
He's so close to them.
You said I asked you.
Black Bishop class set.
Movies, like
Can I bring out the Swisher Barbecue?
It's like the class set.
Fuck you, Katie. No, really.
Whoa, what the fuck is that?
and then chick after that.
Go to all. Scroll down. It's gonna show the cast. Just click on her leg. You gotta scroll your screen.
It's on that. Oh, boy. Let me see to the right. It says full cast.
That's it.
Right. Now up a little bit. That's it. That was it right there. You all. Yes. Because it said, you know,
It is right.
it said full cast and crew right there. We like one above.
No,
One right above. Boom.
Oh, yeah.
No, you got. Oh,
which one?
Scroll down.
Red and Divine. Oh no.
I don't know. I can't tell you this damn screen. Google is the. Up there. Oh yeah, Alicia Rogers. That's her name right there.
Damn, Karen Parsons was in class set.
You gotta go to Google so you get her age. See how she look now. Alicia Rogers. Alicia Rogers. You gotta type it on Google to get how she look now.
Jake, just last longer, man.
Well deserved.
Oh, I remember working at a park district, and the daughter, the grandma looked exactly like the daughter, and she was like, "Oh, I'm the grandma." I'm like, "What?" And she looked like she was
50 years old.
Damn.
Wait a minute. I'm older than her. You don't say she's basically 50 years old.
Damn.
She is basically 50.
Damn.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Though. Like,
Black don't
It's a conspiracy.
Hey,
She was 51 in 2015.
Hey,
right there.
I just sent you something to group me that I got from Shopee a couple of days ago.
She older than 50.
Mother and daughter.
Southwestern after my plan, bro.
Just for the group me real quick.
I gotta make sure that it's not
I got no.
you gotta make sure that if it's not already logged in, it's gonna show personal information as it. So
Oh, gotcha.
okay, cool. You just put it right. It's cool. Just in case.
Yeah, slack mode. Oh God damn.
You said both of them over 50?
That's mother and daughter.
Mother's on the right?
Oh yeah.
No, she's on the left. She is.
No,
I can't even tell.
No,
It doesn't matter. The mother is on the
Yeah, the mother's on the left.
That's the mother on the left.
no.
That's which one is the mother.
To be on the left.
This the mother right here.
God, no. Nope. The one on the left.
But
daughter's
you really
first
think
How lucky that pineapple is.
the mom is the one on the left.
I told you.
Damn.
The daughter's beating up. The mother's on the left.
The mother's on the left.
The mother was the one on the left.
How do you know? Because you can tell the daughter's being busted down. The daughter looks a little bit more busted down.
You gotta look at the neck. Look at the ears.
Boy, he went back to this like
I just looked at the face.
Man. See, but hey, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Back to the scriptures. This is back to Isaiah 13:11 because now I'm pissed off, man. Because I can't have what I want. Man, verse 11.
Well, that's enough to make you want to do this work, right?
I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy and the proud to cease, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible, because you've been holding back all my bitches, goddammit. All right? And I'm serious too. I am this done.
Serious. So he had increased knowledge, increased the sorrows, man.
That's right, brother.
And that's why we labor. Hey, Matthew 19:29. Hey, for you fools saying we're not gonna have babies in the kingdom, you a goddamn idiot, man. We out here sacrificing everything, man. We out here in captivity. Jake stuck with one woman, some Jake stuck with no woman.
Yeah, I'm about to say that, man. That's unfair to them. They ain't had no woman on the side.
Yeah, right. And it's also unfair to women. Look, if we lived out our existence the way that Esau has set things up, there'll be 6 to 7 women that spend their life with no man or being a so-called side piece, if they even get that.
Right.
How all Israel gonna be saved with say Rome?
Right.
2/3 gonna die here.
Right.
How they gonna come back?
Kind. Well, you're gonna have 1/3. The women of the 1/3, all of them, none of them going only as many women as it's gonna be. All right, it's only 144,000 women, so it's only gonna be 144,000 wives. The rest of them are just ass out.
Wow. Hey, so Rockwell says a man that has joy of his children. Who has joy of their children here? They're a product of the U.S. government.
That's right, and you're right, and then they give them more rights than you. Hell, you got kids that call DCFS on their own parents for shit.
That's right. All right, yeah, Isaiah 3. Was it 3? No, 4:1. There are 7 women to take hold of one man, and that word 7 is completion. So the complete amount of women for you is going to come to you and say, "Look, I'm going to take care of the food. I'm going to take care of the clothes. Just let me get your name. Then let come to, take me."
Right. And how does she get your name?
The sex, man.
You're right. Right.
How you gonna, man? This is.
And the Lord said, "Be fruitful and multiply." How you gonna do that?
That's right.
What type of tree just let go one seed or right?
They want it to be like Demolition Man when you put the helmet on.
That's what Esau wants. Yeah, they want to control it when you reproduce. And this is 2 Kings 15:18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And you know what's another one? As you said, the women shall mourn because they men shall die in the war.
That's right.
So there's gonna be a lot of women out here just without their bride gonna show more than men shall die in the war.
Exactly.
Well, that's verse 12. Back to Isaiah 13. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even man than the golden wedge of Ophir. it's gonna become time where we got the commodity. All right, we're the precious one.
That's right.
All right, and these women are going to be flocking.
I had to remind my wife that.
That's right.
I have to remind her that I'm the prize.
That's right. That's right. And they're going to be throwing themselves at our feet.
Right. It ain't being nothing arrogant or nothing, but I'm the prize.
I'm talking about big booty,
lost in the world.
Big booty, beautiful bitches are going to be throwing themselves at our feet. And guess what? After you see the first crop, you might be a little merciful here and there with some bitches, and then you start seeing the fine ones come, or like all the bitches come, and you see the real big fine ones, and then the little homely, ugly little. You're like, I don't know, but
yeah. Not only that, you also get your, for doing this work, part of the reward, man, for the elect. They're gonna get their pick of the heathen, man.
That's right.
Promise. Matter of fact, we're gonna finish with that. Somebody get Revelation 2 and 26, and then get Psalms the second chapter.
And while you're getting that, I'll go ahead and just read a little bit while you're getting that. Therefore, I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place, and that's all those missiles hitting down on this earth, busting it up, especially America, into 3 parts.
Cheers flying on them.
Mm-hmm. And the wrath of Yahweh of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger, it shall be as a chase road. So you walk out into the forest and you see some
running like us.
Right. Yeah, you're gonna be running like matter of fact, I'll put gazelles fleeing. You know, you see a whole bunch of gazelles running from a lion. You're gone. Yeah. You're gonna be a chase road. That's perfect.
Right. It didn't even look like the gazelle saying, oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, look at on my ass.
It's a devil. It's a claw on my ass. It shall be as the chase robe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people and flee into every one into his own land. Every one that is found shall be thrust through, and every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives, you said it, the heathens, all right, their women, we're going to get the pick of the litter, and their wives ravished. And that word ravished, dashakab, all right, dashakabna, to lie down for sexual connection. All right. And that's thus saith the Lord. Y'all don't read y'all scriptures. All right. Right. Verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them. That's Russia right now. Which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young man to pieces.
And you know that's coming because they, at this point, they know they can't get their money and their payments back from America.
That's right.
So
right.
What happens in the street with thug life? When a thug owed too much money to the other thugs, they just get rid of it.
That's right. And they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. The eye shall not spare children. And there's the last one. And Babylon, the glory of the kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. And even to this day, Sodom and Gomorrah burns that purple light, that blue light, purple light, because of that sulfur content was so high in that fire and brimstone that it
freaked out the saints.
Nothing can burn, nothing grows there, nothing will ever grow there. That was a pre-America example of being totally desolate. It's a total desert. Nothing grows there. No one's living there. All right. And now we're going to have America be the new Sodom and Gomorrah, where it's going to be nothing growing here. It'll be an everlasting memorial of what you don't do. Otherwise, you're going to look up an inlet like this. And that's across the galaxies on every ox planet across the galaxies. For the full 144,000 of the Most High's sons and daughters. There will be an everlasting memorial. As soon as nations start acting up, all you got to do is send them a little spiritual DVD. Dun, 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 dun. Start the whole thing and show them this is what you want to happen to you.
Right.
Bless y'all.
It's right. It's more in there, but you all, if you haven't read Isaiah 13, read the rest of that. That's a good spot to end just for the sake of the show, and then the ones that Elder Malcolm called for. Hurry up, get it.
Can I go back to this Job exchange?
Go ahead, bro.
This is Job back in Job 27:14.
Chase
If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword, and his offspring shall now be satisfied with bread. Those that remain of him shall be buried in death. And so at the end of it all, man, you Edomites, you're gonna be wiped out the earth, man. All right, and his widow shall not weep.
Yep. And like I said, these Edomites be talking shit about these Edomite men all the time, man. All the time, especially in the action world.
And you all got a lot to pay for, Jubilee. You know,
It's gay shit. It's hijacking of our
look at that,
you know,
Hebrews. That's a mockery.
Oh man, they gonna get fucked.
That's a mockery. You know.
Yeah, get those read those scriptures, man.
This
Revelation 10 through that bitch to come in there and kill them motherfuckers like Blade, kill all them fucking vampires.
Yeah.
Man. Go ahead, brother.
This is Revelation chapter 2, verse 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nation.
Include these imposter pieces of shit Edomites who call themselves Jewish.
That's right.
Read.
And he shall rule them with the rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers.
They're gonna get broken to pieces. It ain't gonna be a rod of iron that they like.
That's right.
All right? They're gonna get broken to pieces, man. Read.
It says, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my father.
So the Lord, Yahushua is coming back, man, to beat down the other nations, man, and put them in subjection. And he's gonna use his elect to do it, man. They're gonna do it right there with them. All right. All right, let's go straight to our Psalms 2 and 8.
God, it's Psalm 2 and 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession.
So all the earth is ours, just like the scripture said, it was created for our sakes. And all the heathen belong to us. He's gonna give us, and we're gonna have the pick of the litter of the best of their women, man. Point blank, period. There ain't no argument. Right. Ain't nothing else to be said, man. All right.
Thou shalt break them with the rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel.
Yeah, you're gonna dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel, and spoil your homes and ravish your women. That's right. All right. And they're not gonna mourn you. All right. They're not gonna cry for you. They're gonna be glad you were gone. And so with that, man, we're gonna give all praises, glory, and honor
unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash.
That's right. Keep fighting the good fight of faith, Bakim. We're almost out of here. Shalom.
Shalom.
Who's that?